Have you ever been told, you look younger than your age? You might think it's just good genetics, but what if I told you that your mindset plays a bigger role than you realize? The ancient Stoics believed that youthfulness isn't just about physical appearance, it's a reflection of your inner state. While many chase expensive skincare routines or anti-aging treatments, true youthfulness comes from mastering your mind, emotions, and daily habits. Think about it. Have you ever met someone who, despite their age, radiates an energy that makes them seem years younger? On the other hand, some people look older than they are because they carry the weight of stress, regrets, and negative emotions. Stoicism teaches us that we age not just because of time, but because of unnecessary burdens we place on ourselves. Stress, overthinking, and emotional turmoil accelerate aging far more than wrinkles ever could. But when you learn to master your thoughts, embrace simplicity, and let go of what you cannot control, you naturally maintain a youthful, vibrant presence. In this video, we'll uncover 7 hidden reasons why you look younger than your age, all rooted in Stoic wisdom. If you want to preserve not just your looks but your inner vitality, stay with us until the end. You might discover that the secret to youth isn't found in a bottle, but in your mindset. 1. Mastering emotional control. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to age faster than others? Stress lines form on their foreheads, worry hardens their expressions, and frustration dulls the light in their eyes. Meanwhile, others appear untouched by time, calm, composed, and effortlessly youthful. The difference lies not just in genetics or skincare, but in emotional control. Your face tells the story of your mind. The more chaos you allow inside, the more it will show on the outside. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Most people waste their energy trying to control the uncontrollable, what others think, what the future holds, how the past should have been different. This constant resistance fuels stress, anxiety, and emotional exhaustion. Over time, it wears down not just your spirit, but your physical presence. Stress accelerates aging, tightening muscles, deepening wrinkles, and draining the glow from your skin. But when you train your mind to remain steady, regardless of external circumstances, you create a lasting sense of peace, and that peace radiates outward. Emotional mastery starts with pausing before reacting. When someone disrespects you, when plans fall apart, when life throws unexpected challenges your way, take a breath. A single moment of stillness can prevent a lifetime of regret. Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. The difference between a person who ages gracefully and one who is weighed down by life is often as simple as their ability to let go. Letting go, however, does not mean ignoring emotions or suppressing them. It means choosing your response wisely. Instead of dwelling on anger, resentment, or frustration, acknowledge those feelings, but refuse to let them rule you. Ask yourself, will this matter a year from now? If the answer is no, then why let it steal your peace today? One of the most effective ways to maintain emotional stability is to focus only on what is within your control. The past is gone, the future is uncertain, and other people's actions are theirs to own. What remains in your hands is your own mindset, your own choices, your own inner state. By mastering this, you free yourself from unnecessary burdens. Emotional control is not just about staying calm, it is about preserving your energy, your health, and your youth. A peaceful mind reflects in a relaxed face, a steady voice, and eyes that remain bright with life. The next time you feel overwhelmed, remember, your emotions do not have to control you. You have the power to protect your inner world, and in doing so, you protect your timeless presence. 2. Practicing the art of letting go. Nothing ages a person faster than carrying the weight of the past. Regrets, grudges, and emotional burdens do more than just weigh on your mind, They leave visible marks on your face, in your posture, in the way you move through life. People who cannot let go of past disappointments tend to look tired, worn out, and older than they really are. In contrast, those who embrace the art of letting go exude a lightness, an effortless energy that makes them appear younger. The Stoics understood this deeply. Seneca once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Most of our suffering doesn't come from the actual events of our lives, but from our refusal to release them. We replay past mistakes, dwell on betrayals, and hold on to wounds as if keeping them close will somehow change what happened. But in truth, clinging to the past only drains your vitality. What has already occurred is beyond your control, yet many people allow it to define their present. Letting go does not mean forgetting or pretending something never happened. It means choosing not to carry unnecessary burdens. Imagine holding a heavy rock in your hands. At first, it may not seem like much, but as time passes, it becomes unbearable. The same goes for emotional baggage. The longer you hold on to resentment, disappointment, or guilt, the more it wears you down. One of the simplest but most powerful Stoic practices is accepting reality as it is. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily that life is unpredictable, that people will disappoint him, and that he has no control over the past. But what he can control is his response. Instead of dwelling on what could have been, he focused on what he could learn, how he could grow, and how he could move forward. When you train your mind to do the same, you free yourself from the invisible chains of regret. The next time a painful memory surfaces, pause and ask yourself, does holding on to this serve me? If the answer is no, then why let it take up space in your heart? The past does not have to dictate your future. The choice to let go is yours. Those who master the art of letting go move through life with grace and ease. Their faces are not burdened by unresolved emotions. Their bodies are not tense with the weight of resentment. They radiate peace, confidence, and an ageless energy. If you truly want to stay young, not just in appearance, but in spirit, learn to let go. In doing so, you'll discover that freedom is the ultimate anti-aging secret. 3. Living in the present moment. Nothing makes a person look older than a mind trapped in the past or constantly anxious about the future. Worry, regret, and overthinking are invisible burdens that weigh not just on the soul but on the body itself. Those who dwell on what has already happened often wear an expression of sadness or disappointment. Those who obsess over what's to come develop a constant look of tension, their brows furrowed, their energy restless. But have you ever noticed how people who embrace the present moment seem lighter? They have a glow, a sense of ease, a youthful energy that draws others in. The Stoics believe that true peace and true youthfulness come from living fully in the now. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." It sounds simple, yet so few truly do it. We either replay past mistakes, wishing we could rewrite history, or we anxiously anticipate the future, trying to control what is yet to unfold. In both cases, we are anywhere but here. And here is the only place life actually happens. Think about the moments in your life when you felt the most alive. Were you lost and thought about yesterday's regrets? Were you worrying about what might happen next week? Or were you simply present, fully engaged in what was in front of you? The laughter of a loved one. The warmth of the sun on your skin. The simple act of breathing, being, existing. These are the moments that keep the spirit young. Living in the present is not about ignoring responsibilities or failing to plan. It's about refusing to let your mind be hijacked by things outside of your control. The past is done. The future is uncertain. The only thing that truly belongs to you is this moment. And if you master the ability to live in it, you will not only feel more at peace, you will look more at peace. Stress will no longer carve deep lines into your face. Anxiety will no longer steal the brightness from your eyes. Your entire being will reflect the calm, timeless energy of someone who has made peace with life as it is. So the next time your thoughts pull you away, into regrets, into worries, pause. Breathe. Feel your feet on the ground, your lungs filling with air, the world moving around you. This is where life is happening. Don't miss it. 4. Simplicity and minimalism in lifestyle. In a world obsessed with more success, more possessions, more status, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that happiness is found in accumulation. Yet, if you observe closely, the people who seem the most at peace, the most vibrant, and yes, the most youthful, are often those who embrace simplicity. Their lives are not cluttered with unnecessary stress, distractions, or material excess. Instead, they focus on what truly matters, and in doing so, they preserve their energy, their peace, and their youth. The Stoics were masters of minimalism, not just in material possessions, but in mindset. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Very little is needed to make a happy life, it is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." True happiness does not come from constantly chasing more. It comes from appreciating what is already present, from removing the unnecessary so that the essential can shine. Think about how physical clutter affects your space. A messy room feels overwhelming, draining your energy the moment you step into it. Your mind works the same way. When it is filled with too many worries, obligations, and unnecessary desires, it becomes exhausted. Simplifying your life, both externally and internally, allows you to breathe. It frees up space for clarity, purpose, and a kind of lightness that naturally reflects in your demeanor. Minimalism is not about deprivation. It is about choosing quality over quantity. A well-chosen outfit that makes you feel confident is better than a closet full of clothes you never wear. A few deep, meaningful relationships bring more joy than 100 shallow connections. Time spent in silence and reflection is often more valuable than hours of mindless entertainment. When you stop trying to keep up with society's expectations of more, you start living on your own terms. There's also a direct connection between a minimalist lifestyle and youthful energy. When you are not weighed down by excessive commitments, unnecessary drama, or the endless pursuit of material things, you move through life with more ease. Your face is more relaxed, your body less tense, your mind clearer. Simplicity is not just a lifestyle, it is a form of liberation. So, take a moment to reflect, what in your life is truly essential? What could you let go of to make space for what truly matters? The pursuit of more will always leave you feeling empty. But the pursuit of less but better? That is where real peace and timeless youth can be found. 5. Mastering the power of a positive mindset. Have you ever noticed that people with a bright, optimistic outlook seem to radiate youth? Their faces appear lighter, their energy is contagious, and their presence is refreshing. On the other hand, those who dwell in negativity, always complaining, always expecting the worst, often look older than they are. Their expressions are hardened, their shoulders heavy with unseen burdens. The connection is simple: your thoughts shape your reality. A mind consumed by stress, fear, and resentment sends constant signals to the body, accelerating aging. But a mind that chooses optimism, resilience, and gratitude protects the body from unnecessary tension. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. A positive mindset does not mean ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing how to interpret life's events in a way that serves you. Instead of seeing obstacles as punishments, view them as opportunities for growth. Instead of focusing on what's missing, appreciate what you have. The Stoics believed that no event is inherently good or bad, it is our perception that gives it meaning. This shift in thinking is not just philosophy, It is a science-backed method for reducing stress and enhancing overall well-being. One way to train your mind for positivity is through daily reflection. Ask yourself, what went well today? Even on difficult days, there is always something to be grateful for: a lesson learned, a moment of kindness, a simple breath of fresh air. The more you focus on what is good, the more your brain begins to rewire itself to seek positivity naturally. Another powerful tool is mindful speech. Words shape thoughts, and thoughts shape emotions. Complaining, criticizing, or using negative language reinforces a pessimistic worldview. Instead, practice speaking with clarity, gratitude, and intention. Not only will you uplift yourself, but your presence will become a source of light for those around you. Your mindset affects more than just how you feel, it affects how you look. A person filled with joy and purpose moves differently, smiles more, and carries themselves with confidence. They attract others effortlessly because their energy is magnetic. Meanwhile, negativity, worry, and cynicism create tension in the body, dulling both spirit and appearance. So, if you want to stay young, not just in years, but in spirit, start with your thoughts. Train yourself to see the world with clarity, resilience, and hope. Because in the end, youth is not just about age, it's about the energy you bring into every moment. 6. Building mental resilience. Life is unpredictable. No matter how carefully you plan, challenges will come: failures, disappointments, losses. Some people let these hardships break them. They carry their struggles like heavy baggage, allowing stress, fear, and sadness to consume them. Over time, this emotional weight ages them, not just mentally, but physically. Their posture sags, their expressions harden, their energy becomes heavy. But then, there are others, people who face the same struggles but seem unshaken. They move through life with a quiet strength, a calm determination, a sense of unbreakable resilience. What makes the difference? Mental resilience. The Stoics believed that the key to a strong life is a strong mind. Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you respond to it that matters. Hardships are not what define you, your reaction to them does. Resilient people don't waste energy wishing life were easier. Instead, they focus on what they can control, adapt to change, and use every challenge as fuel for growth. One of the most powerful ways to build resilience is embracing discomfort. Modern society teaches us to avoid hardship at all costs, to chase comfort, to expect things to be easy. But real strength is built in adversity. The Stoics practiced voluntary discomfort, fasting, exposing themselves to the cold, sleeping on the floor, not to suffer, but to train their minds. They knew that if you can endure small hardships willingly, you will be prepared for greater ones when they come. Another key to mental resilience is changing your perspective on pain. When something goes wrong, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" Every difficulty is an opportunity to grow. A rejection makes you stronger. A failure teaches you something valuable. A loss reminds you to appreciate what you have. Life is not meant to be easy, it is meant to make you better. Finally, resilience comes from accepting reality. Many people suffer not because of their circumstances, but because they refuse to accept them. They resist what is, wishing it were different. But the Stoics taught radical acceptance. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. When you stop fighting reality and start working with it, you become truly unshakable. So, if you want to stay strong, not just in body, but in spirit, train your mind. Welcome challenges. Seek growth. Adapt to what life brings. Because resilience is not just about surviving hardships, it's about thriving despite them. And when you do that, you don't just stay young in spirit, you become unstoppable. 7. Developing a deep sense of purpose. What keeps a person truly alive? It's not just their physical health or the number of years they have lived. It's their sense of purpose, the fire within them that gives meaning to each day. People who wake up with a reason to live, a mission to fulfill, radiate energy. They walk with intention, speak with conviction, and move through life with a quiet confidence. In contrast, those who drift aimlessly, lacking a clear sense of direction, often appear tired, unmotivated, and older than their years. The Stoics understood that a life without purpose is a life wasted. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This is the essence of a meaningful life, taking action, contributing, living with purpose instead of just existing. True fulfillment does not come from chasing comfort, wealth, or status. It comes from knowing why you are here and aligning your actions with that deeper calling. A sense of purpose does not have to be grand. It does not mean you need to change the world or achieve greatness in the eyes of others. It simply means that you live each day with intention, whether it's being a supportive friend, excelling in your craft, raising a family with love, or improving yourself a little more each day. When you have something meaningful to pursue, life becomes exciting, and that excitement keeps you young. One of the most powerful ways to cultivate purpose is to focus on service. The Stoics believe that we are not here just for ourselves, but to contribute to something greater. Seneca advised, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." When you dedicate yourself to something beyond personal gain, helping others, teaching, creating, or simply being a source of positivity, you unlock a new level of fulfillment. Another key to developing purpose is growth. People who feel stagnant, who stop learning and evolving, quickly lose their zest for life. The mind, like the body, needs exercise. Reading, challenging yourself, setting goals, these keep your spirit engaged and alive. When you stop growing, you start aging. But when you keep striving, you remain vibrant, no matter your age. So ask yourself, what gives my life meaning? What excites me? What impact do I want to leave behind? If you do not yet have a clear answer, do not worry. Purpose is not something you find, it is something you build, day by day, through action. Start where you are. Choose something that matters to you, and dedicate yourself to it. Because when you live with purpose, you don't just extend your years, you make every moment count. Conclusion. Youth is not just about how many years you have lived, it is about how you live. It is reflected in your energy, your mindset, and the way you approach life. Those who remain mentally strong, emotionally balanced, and deeply purposeful naturally radiate youth, no matter their age. The Stoics understood this well. They taught that true vitality comes from within, from mastering emotions, letting go of unnecessary burdens, living in the present, and focusing only on what truly matters. If you cultivate these principles, not only will you feel more alive, but your presence will reflect ageless strength and confidence. Now, the question is, which of these lessons will you start applying today? Will you practice emotional control, letting go of stress and negativity? Will you simplify your life, removing the unnecessary distractions that drain your energy? Will you commit to a deep sense of purpose that fuels your passion every day? Remember, time will pass no matter what. But how you choose to live will determine whether you age gracefully or whether you let life wear you down. The choice is yours. If this message resonates with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Because the secret to youth isn't found in a bottle or a treatment, it's found in your mindset.